Happy to welcome Telemundo's Gaby Dellan to Studio 1A this morning. She is in for Angie. Gaby, a lot of snow to keep an eye on.
That is correct. Good morning, guys. Happy to be here. We're tracking a parade of storms that's going to be affecting millions of people, not only this weekend, several days. So let's take a look at our radar right now. We're seeing energy in that system. It's going to be more organized in the next couple hours, and definitely it's going to bring that snow, that freezing rain, and also rain. So this is what we're tracking now. So we have almost 100 million people under winter alerts. We're talking about winter storm warnings, most of them on the northeast. So this is where we think it's going to be the most impacts. But let's make time framing for you. So tonight we're going to see, look at the blue. This is the snow. It's going to be impacting the Great Lakes. Then we're also seeing a little bit of moisture on the south. That's going to be precipitation in form of rain, but also the ice, which is very, very dangerous, especially if you are on the roads. So let's avoid that tonight and tomorrow morning. The good news, and this is for your Super Bowl plan. By Sunday afternoon, we're seeing a system that is already disappearing from our radar. But before that, just remember, we could see significantly amount of snows, up to 8 inches in places like Boston, Albany. Of course, elevation will play a role here in how much we see in terms of snow. But one of the biggest risks with this storm, of course, is going to be the ice in places like Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. We don't need that much of this to create a mess, so be careful out there. Peter?
Good weather to stay inside and watch some football, Gaby. Thank you.
All right, now to some...
The rest of the country's forecast. Gaby, what's it going to be like for folks this weekend?
Good morning, guys. So happy to be here and showing a little bit of different panorama, especially for the people on the West Coast. Finally, a break on that rain and snow you guys been receiving for the past couple of days. We're going to have some record highs on the south, so that includes the Super Bowl for Sunday. And then tomorrow, we're going to see also the exiting of this system that finally is bringing all the snow and rain to the northeast, especially also that problem with the ice. So for Super Sunday, we are maybe going to see temperatures above average, and those definitely are not normal for this time of the season. Miami, Ola, you're going to be 80 degrees today and tomorrow, so definitely we're seeing temperatures above average in the south. But this is what I have here for the national forecast. Now let's see what's going closer to you. That was your local forecast. Now, back to you guys.
All right, Gaby, see you back in a bit. Still to...
Weather, what you got, Gaby?
Good morning, guys, and thank you so much for matching with my outfit today.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. If you're part of the family, talking about colors, look at the difference. We have some blue on the north that's basically going to reflect those temperatures below average. Those quite a contrast what we're seeing in the south with that red means temperatures above what we should be expecting by this time of the year. So that includes Tampa, a little toasty, 82 degrees, that represents 10 degrees above average. But this is today. Tomorrow we're going to see basically the same trend with temperatures above average, including New Orleans. It's going to see 79 degrees, 16 degrees above what we should be doing or expecting by this time of the year. 2 weeks ago, New Orleans was covered in snow, so that's a quite difference as well. So then we're going to start the week with a trending cooler with all those temperatures, especially in the north. And look at this number. This is really impressive. Minneapolis for you on Tuesday, highs are going to be 4 degrees. And this is not even factoring the wind chill. So this is going to be super cold. Chicago as well. We're going to see temperatures below freezing. Nashville for you guys on Tuesday, 48 degrees. Pittsburgh, 34 degrees. So you get the picture. It's going to be definitely be colored. But this is what we have here in the national forecast. Now let's see what's going on closer to you. And that was your local forecast. Back to you guys.
All right, Gaby, thank you.
Dellan is in for Angie this morning, and she has been following the storm's path. Gaby, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We're definitely following a couple of storms coast to coast for the next couple of days, so get ready for a messy weekend. We're seeing right now our radar. Look, it's picking up already some snow in the Great Lakes, but look at that band that is bringing a little bit of different type of precipitation, including ice. So this is one of the biggest risks during the next couple of hours. 95 million people impacted. We see all those winter storm warnings basically on the northeast. So areas like Boston was going to be one of the areas that are going to receive the higher amounts of snow. Now let's track it for you for the next couple of hours. We'll see all that blue means snow. This is getting to the the Great Lakes. Now we're going to see a transition of some of the type of precipitation and then the movement to the northeast. So we're expecting the highest amounts tonight and tomorrow. But the good news, and this is for your Super Bowl plans, we're going to see how that system exits by tomorrow afternoon. So this is a great deal for that. Now, how much can we see in terms of snow? We're expecting like cities like Boston could see up to 8 inches. Maybe we can see a little bit more of that, especially in higher elevations. Albany, you're right there, Syracuse as well. But then we're tracking also those ice accumulation. And this is one of the biggest problems that was mentioned. It could create hazardous conditions. We don't need that much of ice accumulation, especially on the roads, to create that mess. So be careful there, especially tonight and tomorrow. Back to you guys.
All right, Gabby, thank you.
Also this morning's back with a look at the forecast for folks. It's going to be a good weekend to stay put watching some football.
That is correct. I do have a parade also of storms, but that's going to be impacting the Great Lakes and the Northeast. But also we're seeing some record highs in the South. That includes New Orleans, where we're definitely going to be paying attention to what's going on there. The temperatures are going to be higher, around 80 degrees. But by the time of the kickoff, it's going to be 73 degrees. Think about it. 2 weeks ago, they had snow. And 50 years ago, New Orleans hosted one of the coldest Super Bowls in record. The temperatures by that time was 40 degrees. They didn't have the dome, so people were wearing jackets. So definitely they're not going to be needing jackets for this time. But we're looking at a completely different panorama for the Super Bowl. So just enjoy the game. And this is what I have for your national forecast. Now let's see what's going on closer to you. And that was the local forecast guy, just getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no doubt. Your first time on today. We love having you here.
Thank you. This was great. This was really fun. Thank you so much for being so nice.
Of course.
You're fantastic. Thanks,
Come
Gabby.
back
Appreciate you.
anytime. Still ahead, we're going to sit down with actress Emily Mortimer.